Life is full of work and stress. Parenting can be a mess. Being a woman is hard enough without adding on that extra stuff. We'll cover topics of every kind. Helpful resources we will find. We'll even drink a bottle of wine. Join us. It will be a real good time. Hi, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Nikki.
And welcome to Working Mom's Wine, where we drink a bottle of wine
And whine about our crazy, busy, stressful working mom lives.
Mm-hmm.
And we try to come up with resources that might help us and you along the way.
That's right. And today we are in person again.
Woo-hoo!
Yay!
We did it!
So we are drinking 19 Crimes the Warden, and there's a very scary looking warden right there.
Yeah, he looks very creepy.
He's keeping an eye on you. It says the warden celebrates those who cleverly ruled the cunning convicts with top guard, using them as a source of labor to build public facilities, transforming them into colonists who forged a new country brick by brick. These men and women, both the incarcerated and their custodians, were the building blocks of the nation we would come to know as Australia. And then for the notes, it says that it's dense with rich mouthfeel and has intense dark fruits with notes of mocha and oak.
Huh. Definitely does feel rich.
I was going to say, it looked really, like when I poured it, like really dark.
I see my little dog wandering around in here.
We have a guest.
We have a guest. Hopefully she's not too distracting.
Today, we're going to whine about Valentine's Day.
I'm wearing my Valentine shirt.
We're going to whine about Valentine's Day, and then we're going to offer suggestions on how to do Valentine's Day on a budget, because whether you're doing it with a significant other or your kids or your gal pals, it's still fun to go out and celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, we all know it's a made-up holiday, and it can make people who do not have a significant other feel a little self-conscious or depressed or whatever. So thank you, Hallmark. We appreciate these emotions. This is great.
I just love having a holiday post tearing down all your Christmas to decorate for it.
That's true.
So
What a way to look at it.
I feel like it gets real dreary for a little bit there. The snow and the darkness comes, and the Christmas decorations go away, and then you're like,
now what?
now we gotta trudge through a couple months here of like nothingness. So I like to have Valentine's decorations out. As soon as I take Christmas down, Valentine's goes up.
Oh wow, you're more.
Mine's already been up for a couple weeks.
You're more on top of it than I am. I did put a few things up downstairs because we are getting together with some family like 2 weeks before Valentine's Day, just because that was the only weekend that worked. But we're gonna hang out, and so I ordered a few things and put those things up. But I need to get on the rest of it. But as much as it's fun to have something to decorate for after Christmas, that also means we're coming off of 3 very expensive holidays. And here's another one.
You're not wrong.
Halloween is becoming more and more expensive. Thanksgiving is expensive. Christmas is really expensive.
Christmas was rough this year, y'all. It was
yeah.
rough.
I didn't even realize
It's
how
only
much
gonna
I was
get worse.
spending until I started like looking at the bills, and I was like, oh no.
Same. I always have this amount that I save each paycheck towards like building up for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even have half of what I really needed. And I was like, wow, it's been a while, I guess, since I like broke down what I actually spend and divided it up.
Yeah, because we had a fund going too, and I was like, cool, at least we have a fund this time, and I blew through that.
Easy.
So, yeah. So it's a lot of pressure coming into Valentine's Day.
Because you still want to have fun. You want to get your kids something cute.
Right.
And, you know, if you have a partner, you want to get them something nice, or maybe go out for a nice dinner. And then you got the kids' classroom where you have to buy like 20 children a little toy. And it's not, you know, you can still just go to the store and buy the little paper Valentines. But now they also do these other things where you can buy little Lego sets to give out. Or Ari this year, she's doing little heart-shaped crayons that this lady on Etsy like melts into the heart mold, and then she puts it in a little bag, and it says something like color your life, or I don't know, some cute thing and her little name on it. And I've noticed at her school in particular, most kids are giving out those and not candy and little paper ones.
Yeah.
So That's what we're doing too, even though it costs too much money.
I am so happy that 2 of my children are now in middle school and Valentines just aren't a thing at that point. I'm sure Eliana will still want to pass them out to like her really good friends, or they might do like candy grams or whatever. But she's also very crafty, so I can be like, why don't you make a couple Valentines for your really close friends? And now I only have to buy them for Silas.
There you go.
Gone are the days of buying 3 rounds of Valentines at the same time. Oh
Hallelujah.
my gosh.
That would be a lot.
I know.
One is a lot to me.
And I'll have to start doing it for Jack next year. But then in a couple more years, Silas will age up. So we're going to make it. But it can be hard, like you said, to figure out what you want to do when you're working on a budget. So one of the things that I thought about, and this is something we kind of do anyway sometimes, because I'm a very big homebody. Like sometimes I want to go out, but like on a day where I know all of civilization is going to be out, I don't want to be out. So we usually do takeout if we're feeling rich, but if not, I usually just cook, or Brandon will cook. You can do anything, like you can just make your favorite food, but I do usually happen to have my hands on some steak and scallops. So scallops are surprisingly easy to make. Like you can just look it up on Google and it's really simple. The main thing is just paying attention to it because they cook fast. But they aren't that bad to make. So
good to know.
Yeah, if you get like a little, and I don't know if they still do it, but like the thing I used to live for was when Deerbergs and Schnucks would do their $5 meat sales. Oh. And so sometimes scallops were on the menu and I would buy them and put them in the freezer and then save them back. So you can look around for stuff like that, or you can do what your guys' favorite meal happens to be, or maybe that's the surprise for your significant other is you get like one of their favorite childhood meals or something. Yeah. Maybe you reach out to the mother-in-law and say, hey, what was his favorite thing growing up? Can I have the recipe? I want to surprise him, something like that. Yeah. And you can make it like a Netflix and chill night. We're a couple episodes into Squid Game at this point, so I need to get that finished up.
Oh, boy. Squid Game has been a topic in our house a lot.
Yeah, Silas was talking. I'm like, how do you know what Squid Game is?
They do all these games on Roblox, and it has the doll character, and then it has just the guards and other characters in different games. But she plays Dress to Impress a lot, and they give you a theme, and you have to dress like them. And sometimes it's like Squid Games or Squid Game doll. Oh,
interesting.
Yeah. Huh. And I was like, what?
Well, we're trying to work our way through that, and because Brandon's never seen the movies, and we have a trivia night coming up around it, Lord of the Rings, which I have the extended edition of 2 of them, but I don't know where it's at, or I don't know if we've unpacked the Blu-ray player or not, or if they will even play on the Blu-ray player because they're so old. But
unpacking life.
Yeah.
Like, I know I have it somewhere.
Ellie will ask me for something, and I'm like, I don't know where that is. What are you doing, cutie?
She says, I'm panicking being in a new environment. I don't know what's going on.
She does have this look on her face of just like, help. Please help me. Something else I thought about was, obviously for some people, it can be a painful, weird, awkward, embarrassing holiday. If you have kids, focus on the kids. If you don't have kids, I don't understand why you're watching us, but I appreciate that you do.
That's what I do. Ari is my Valentine. I give her stuff. And it made it a whole lot less awkward for me or weird feeling for me when I got separated and divorced, because we separated around my birthday in December. So it wasn't too far down the road for Valentine's, and it can feel a little weird, but my parents always got me Valentine candies for Valentine's Day, so it didn't feel weird to me to do that for my kid and just to have fun with it that way. And
and it can be really fun and cute, like between the chocolates and the crafts and whatnot. There's a lot of cute things for kids.
Yes, and I've always felt like you don't need a romantic partner to enjoy that holiday. Valentine's is just cute, fun, heart, pinky things and candy.
That's right.
And who cares if somebody gives it to you or if you buy it for yourself?
Amen.
Either way, it goes in your tummy. And that's what matters.
I am the queen of buying 70 to 90% off chocolate and just stocking up so that we have chocolate.
Rory
Chocolate's
loves
getting
chocolate.
expensive. You're not supposed to love chocolate.
Let's talk about how many times Mom has fed you hydrogen peroxide and chased you around the house so that you would throw it back up.
My other thing I came up with was obviously people are like, oh, gotta go buy chocolate and flowers and whatnot. If that's not a thing that you're into, because some people are really into it, and if you're into it, cool. But if it's something like me, if you buy me flowers, I'm going to be like, oh, cute, you thought of me, but I'd much rather take that money and spend it on steak. But what you could do is take that money and say, hey, let's agree on a fund we want to put it in, or a practical gift that we need. We're adults. Sometimes practical gifts give us great joy now. So, like, why not? Why not take that money instead?
When you get old, right?
Right. So save up some money by eating in with food that you guys made, and then take the money you would have spent out there and put it in a fund if you have it, or agreeing on a practical gift.
I just like planning to do something fun or special. Rent a movie.
Rent a really gory movie.
No.
Nikki hates those.
I don't know what we'll do this year. I haven't even really looked, but
yeah,
we've rented movies. We've gone to the movies. We've just had fun little snacks. We've this one thing I did. My friend sent me this idea a couple years back, and you cut out paper hearts for like 14 of them for your kid, and you write a different thing you love about your kid on each heart. And every day leading up to Valentine's Day, you hang a new one on the door or the window or wherever you're going to tape them up.
I'm so glad you brought that up because I totally forgot about that, and the kids love it.
They do love it.
And they get a new heart every day, and then they go read it.
Yeah.
I should do that.
Special.
I should do that for Lucas so that he can just be like, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing.
Tape it to his door so his friends see it.
Yep.
Speaking of children getting older.
Oh.
Have you had to deal with children having a Valentine yet?
You know what? Not in the sense that they wanted to do anything extra about it.
Okay.
Is this a moment?
She did want to give him a very particular one, and they tell us at our school, don't address the Valentines. It's just easier to hand them out when you don't have to find the right kid's name. So she said, but I want to give this color to. And I was like, okay, well, you just have to know when you get to his box to pull out that color and give it to him, because like hold one back on the side or something.
So that brings up something. I usually also say we're not putting names on Valentines, just put who they're from, because I don't want to screw with it and figuring out who's in the class and whatever. But we got a note from their teacher this year, and it says, if you're sending Valentines for the class, please send in one for everyone. Class list will be posted on the back of this letter, which, of course, I only have the front of the letter.
Of course.
And Silas never brings anything home. So I'm like, am I supposed to have him write all their names down this time? But I think I'm just going to do what I usually do. Buy something big enough that I know that it's bigger than his class size, and then have him put from.
Oh, yeah. I did that with the crayon hearts, and then they arrived the other day, and then Ari said, Mom, I got new classmates. I said, oh, God.
Oh, no.
Luckily, we still have enough. But she wanted to hand some out to other friends that weren't in her class, and we won't have enough for that now. I said, you're going to have to wait till after the party. And if you just happen to have one left over, you can give it away.
My kids will be like, they want Valentines from each other, but only because there's candy attached to it. And I'm the same way. I'm like, after you've passed everything out, then we'll talk. Wrapping up with our funny story.
Yes.
And feel free to correct me if you remember this differently.
Okay.
But I had a couple of instances where our mom's dog got a hold of chocolates. There was one time where I left a box of Valentine's Day chocolates that were for me on the floor by my bed. And I was in the basement, and I thought I was safe, but the dog got down there and got the lid off and ate the chocolates that were left. And then there was another instance where I had made some chocolate muffins or cupcakes
and remember.
left them in the pan. Was it on the table?
Yeah, it was. They were cooling on the on the pan on the table or something.
Yeah,
but the chair was out.
Yes, and so the dog hopped up on the chair and then hopped up on the table and ate quite a few of them.
It wasn't like 12 or something ridiculous.
Yes.
Like he ate.
Yes.
He ate.
We were very concerned. And it wasn't like he ate.
God.
Like he ate.
But, I mean, I guess to him, maybe he felt like he ate.
He probably did. He was probably just really enjoying life in that moment. I have no idea how it didn't kill him. But there were no adverse health effects.
No.
So
that we know of.
I don't think, like, I don't remember him even, like, getting sick over it.
He, like, panted and his heart was racing,
well,
which
yeah.
is what chocolate does to you.
I meant throwing up.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't remember him, like, being sick. And
our mom was so freaked out. This
was not, yeah.
And it's a small dog.
Yeah.
She has pretty much always had Shih Tzus.
Yeah.
So, little small Shih Tzu. Don't be taking notes, Rory.
I guess maybe in those, like, box mix things, there's not as much actual, like, cocoa.
That's possible.
So
maybe that's
wasn't great for his heart, but wasn't enough to keel him over. Or nothing.
But come to think of it, when he did finally go, it was heart issues.
It was.
So
was it worth it, Ozzy?
It won't kill you right away, maybe, but oh my gosh, I didn't even make that connection until just now.
It's funny how when you're going back in your past and retelling stories, you're like, wait a minute.
Hindsight's 2020. Poor Ozzy. Rip. Etsy's a great place to get cute Valentines if you want to support local businesses.
Yeah.
Google's a great place to find different crafts and things to do. I used to look up all kinds of stuff when I was thinking of, like, how can I use the kids to make a cute gift for grandma. There's a lot of different fun things you can do out there using feet to make hearts and whatnot. I know it's Financial February, but we figured this would be like a fun, light financial topic that was also related to Valentine's Day. So we'll be back next week with the hard-hitting stuff that will put you to sleep.
Bring your wine.
That's right. We'll see you next time. You can find us across all social medias as Working Moms Whine. We have the website workingmomswhine.com, and we also have a Patreon /Working Moms Whine. So see you next time.
Bye.